on air, mate. yeah. Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and this motley crew. Welcome to Friday Frolic with Festa Friends, folks. Yeah, it's been a while. Good to be back and all of that lot. And shall I go round the table and look who's joined me for tonight? So let's have a looky-loo. On my screen, we have got Fox, the guru.
Hello.
Oh God, he's in hyperactive mode.
Yeah,
We've got Kevin.
Evening,
over
everyone.
at Kev's Plastic Scales. We have then got Panther down in the corner there. Hello, geese.
Meow.
Specifically got a night's holiday so he can join us. We've got the wonderful PJ Lewis. He of the Model Factory Hero Boy and all of that. Like, that's enough of you now.
Hem of Team Get.
Oh, all right then. There you go. You're back on again.
I don't care now.
And we got James over at JC Briggs and Builds.
JC Briggs and Builds.
How you doing, mate? So thanks for joining us. We'll have a quick looky-loo in the chat. It's already going well. In the meantime, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or you can click the join button below this or any of my other video content. Helps keep the channel coming. And also, it gives you an opportunity to go into the Zoom 24/7 hangout. And if you've got a webcam and mic, you could be on here with us lot.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's yours, it's your perk. Get in there and use it. Happy days.
You don't use
First
it, you
in,
lose it.
Absolutely. First in, we got Atol saying it's good to see you back in your chair, fettling away at some plastic and resin kits, while in the background chat is heard of a convivial nature. Yeah, it's nice to be back at the bench. Whether or not I'll get a great deal done in the stream is up for debate. But
no.
We'll have a go because we have been gooning around a bit in the hangout and we've all come straight from there. So, yeah. Kevin saying evening to Atol, Graham, Robert is in even. Hello, Graham. Nice to see you back about, mate. I know you've been up against it recently, so it's good to see you, mate. He says, nice to see you back, Festa. Happy day. Nice to be back, mate. Real life and all of that lot, but you don't need to hear about any of that. All I know is I do the luge really well. Atol says, I was just going to say that very thing as we've missed our Colin. Oh, thank you, Atol. I noticed you asked about me in the e-model stream as well. So everyone out there that sent me messages, thanks. It really does help, mate.
Did you say the luge or lube?
Luge.
Okay, just checking, because it's a different meaning otherwise.
No, it's a whole different hangout, that, mate. Well, not literally an hangout, but yeah.
That's just purely for the Zoom, that one.
Marcus is in, says hi, Colin and friends, loving the artwork.
Yeah, Colin hanging out is an image we don't need in our heads. No.
Yeah, I've already put one in his head tonight of Festa in a fishnet body stocking, looking like a bag of mouldy satsumas, and it's in his head, and he's got to try and sleep.
Oh God,
tonight.
it's in my head now. I don't remember the case catalogue ever looking like that. Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good look, is it, mate?
Oh.
Yeah, it's in there now, isn't it? And just imagine the tune, tiptoe through the tune. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, but I can only hear that in Tiny Tim voice. Tiny Tim voice. Tiptoe through the tulip.
Well, I could do it in the. Yeah, no, we won't. Everyone's saying hello to each other there. Dream Builder Daniel Wells in, saying hi, Colin, and everyone in. Hello, Geese. Hope you're doing well, mate. What else have we got there? PJ saying hello to everyone. Builds Rats in, says good day, Poppets. How they hanging? Fine and dandy, oh mate. Hope you're all right and life's treating you well, mate. Guru's in, saying goodly evening, Blarps. And that pretty much is the chat up to date. So yeah.
I tried saying good bot to your stream bot thing, but it doesn't actually respond to its. You know, like on Reddit, you can say good bot, and the bot on the Reddit will say.
It pops up. It's purely and simply if I was using Elements to do my gaming, it runs a whole different set of.
Cool.
What's the word? Widgets, and that's all that is. It's not a bot stalking me. It's part of my alternate OBS setup that I'm programming in.
I thought I was going to be able to say hello to it, but it doesn't respond. Oh well.
No, it's just a little bot that loads in everything in the background, so that people get sexy widgets, mate. So yeah, that's the chat up the speed. What are we all building anyway?
Nothing.
using the words loosely as he switches over to down bench cam so that I'll take me hat off
Pick
because
someone at random, Cole, and they'll have to
Yeah,
put them full screen
my-
and they'll tell you what they're doing. Go on.
my bald
Oh.
head, see, is messing with me white balance. I'm already dropping stuff, haven't I? Look.
Do you want me to full screen someone for you while you
Yeah, if you
finding
could,
things?
mate. I'll just.
Let's do a random poll. Kev.
There you
Working
go.
on. Oh crap! I'm on screen. Oh no! You swine that you.
I'm working on a Hobby Boss German flag. Just doing a bit of painting on it this evening.
What's that? An 88 or a?
Catching up on a few bits and pieces.
I've got my bloody finger stuck in. What's
Oh no!
going
What
on?
have you done? What have you done? Don't fall under it. You've got a sprue. No, you haven't got a sprue. You've got a super chat from Marcus, €11.99. It says, just popping in to say hello. Have to catch some Z's. It's been a long week. Enjoy the stream all. And a thumbs up. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you very much, Marcus, for your generosity. Apologies for that. I got my finger stuck in the side of my computer. Why? Because I dropped my mouse and I was rummaging around and I thought, what is that? And I poked my finger in it. Yeah, it's a square cutout.
Are we going to have to just take you out the stream for your own safety?
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm like, mate.
I don't think computer programming works like that.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm more confused as to why there's a finger-sized hole, almost finger-sized hole in the side of your computer, but never mind.
Because I took one of the control panels out because I've moved it to the top of the computer because I leant over to adjust it and fell out my chair. So I thought if I moved that USB with all the power buttons up to the top, then I won't have to overextend, see? So
You are a danger to yourself and everyone around you.
yeah, but I thought, oh, what's that hole there? Maybe that sounds wrong. Let's move on.
Right, let's full screen somebody else then. I shall randomly pick. PJ, what are you working on at the present time? He had it ready, look at that.
He's good, isn't he?
He's making a Ducati. I know it's not Ducati.
Yeah,
I just wanted to trigger all bike fans.
it's a Ducati.
On the go.
Yeah.
Ducati.
Yeah, it's a Ducati Panigale in full-blown Festa Italian there. There you go.
Ooh, only the finest Italian from Festa.
Absolutely, mate.
Awesome. And JC Bricks and Bills, what are you working on? It's red.
Yeah.
Looks like a train. What is that?
Doing.
No, it's a locomotive, not a train.
All I've got in my head right now is.
Are you, does that mean, James, does that mean you're doing the locomotion?
You've been training for that one, haven't you?
Get
I
the
have.
coat. You've got the hat, get the coat.
Yeah. Sorry,
I thought-
folks.
I thought you might try and engineer that one in.
Hey!
Hey!
You
What
trained
a
me
woman.
well.
Oh, I'm keeping track of
Already the
these.
stream's going down.
Colin, what are you building? You're full screen now.
I am building a Eurofighter Typhoon aeroplane.
No, Eurofighter. Oh, Eurofighter.
Yeah, I'm building one of them bad boys. Yeah, so yeah. And it's thing because I wanted to build it because I got fed up with moving it around on the stash shelf. And it's been there for donkey's years, and I'm like, oh, bloody thing, I'm going to build it. So I got it down, started building. I got another one for Christmas, didn't I?
Is it Revell or Italeri?
It's Revell 148 scale, Eurofighter Tornado,
So that's pretty much the
Typhoon.
That's pretty much the usual reason for making a Revell kit then.
I had one simple job, Paul, and I've got the box next to me so that I didn't get the name wrong.
I love these running jokes.
Oh, bless you.
Panzer Cat, what are you building? You're building circles,
Round
wheels.
Oh, I'm building the wheels for the Chieftain Mark 10.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
I'm doing
Nice.
strong tank.
Oh, nice. It looks nice, mate. Are you having a really good time?
Oh, don't do all the track jokes now. We've done. Oh dear.
Yeah,
This is a well. This
could have padded out, won't we, Fox?
this is a track well tread.
Yeah, wow.
Did.
Andy McLeish says, oh, Christ, it's the accurate Panzer. Yeah. Is that a bit of a challenge then, that build?
Oh dear.
No, I'm seriously. Oh, don't tell me it's a Challenger you're building. Oh dear, pun not intended if it was.
No, it's a chieftain.
Yeah,
He did say it was a chieftain. Pay
Yeah.
attention, 007.
I know, you know me, mate. Me own show, and already I'm not paying attention. Yeah,
Yeah, should we just kick you out?
Yeah.
yeah.
He has been poking his fingers in computer holes.
He's been
and
sticking
falling
his
out
fingers in powered holes. I think
Yes.
we should.
Yeah,
worry
but it's like anything you come across. Oh, you've got to give it a poke, ain't you? Oh, God.
Great. Steady nose.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he's falling out his chair again. I remember the last time he fell out.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What happened last night? Well, he put his finger in a small hole and then he fell over.
Yeah.
It's every boy's teenage nightmare, that one.
I'm not safe to be left alone, am I, really?
Or-
But at least
not
I haven't
safe-
got my head stuck under my cupboard for a while, so I've been good.
Not safe to be left alone or in the company of others.
No.
I'm not building anything because I've got this big doohickey on me bench. So I am chat dollying tonight, so I shall look after the people in chat for you. And you Festa, can actually do some work.
Oh, blimey. I'm
I'll take care
impressed.
of all the lovely people in chat.
Oh, mate,
So-
absolutely.
So anybody in chat, take this as an AMA for Festa or for all of the guys. You know, ask all the questions you want and I can pass them on. And don't forget, if you are a patron of Festas and you're in the 24/7 Facebook chat, there's a link in there to come and join us. So come and join us.
Yeah,
If you're
come and join us.
If you're paying him on Patreon or as a channel member, come and join us. If you've got a camera and a microphone.
As I said in there the other day, the hangout is there as a perk for everyone. Feel free to come and join us because they're getting fed up with seeing my ugly mug every night. They want to see some new faces. See? So.
Yep, come and join us.
But it will still be James's fault, though.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. We can fit
Bobbins
300
says,
people in here,
greetings,
so-
folks, and welcome back, Festa. Thank you very much, Bobbins, mate. Nice to be back, mate. I will be limiting the duration of me live streams going forward for a while to 2 hours. So apologies that they're slightly shorter than usual, but real life and that, I kind of need to just limit me show times a bit at the moment.
Are you reading
So
my
for-
chat?
Yeah, I am, and I.
Oh, it's your
Normally you
chat,
can't get a word out of me, can you?
No. Well, this is where it changes because I'm doing chat dolling, so I can ask the questions and then shut up and you can do all the talking.
You get.
Did we go through and say hello to everybody? I can't remember if you did you? Yes, you did. didn't you?
I did at the time. Jeff Light's in, saying
Hey,
hello.
Jeff. We've got Drim Builder, Daniel L. Welcome to you.
Hello, Daniel.
One of your supporters. We have Build Rat.
Bill's red.
Fraser Green says, all right, all. Graham McRobert. Is a
Oh,
mouse
Graham.
not to have 4 legs? Lol, says Graham.
Yeah.
So we come at creature. McLeish is in and says that the Egypts are back.
Hello, Andy.
McLeish, get in here.
Yeah, get in here, mate. We'd love to spend an evening with you, just mocking you over your sensations.
Mocking
Sure,
you,
round.
eating your food.
You're around, McLeish, get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see him in. I think he'd enjoy it.
Bill Drat says, I have a t-shirt that says, in my defence, I was left unsupervised. Hugh Gordon's in. He says, good evening, Colin and co-accused.
Hello, Hugo. How you doing, mate?
And Donald Mackenzie's in as well. Says, hi, everyone. Or hey, everyone.
Nice one.
Here's Donald Mackenzie. If he's not Scottish, I'll be most disappointed. With a name like Donald Mackenzie. Hey.
It's a good Scottish name.
It's a good day. It's Donald Mackenzie. Well, hello. It's a bit Edinburgh or Crofter type name, isn't it?
Was
Oh,
that
it's Donald
your-
Mackenzie.
Was that your attempt at Scottish, mate?
Yeah, my dad would be oscillating violently in his pot
Yeah.
with his Glaswegian rage.
Yeah, Dad Fox would be looking at that going, yeah, I ain't happy with that.
He'd be there going, away and balls your head. Andy McLeish says, sensations? F that. It's not my stream, so I shan't swear.
Yeah.
I've just realised we've got chat in the StreamYard thing. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah.
How do you get
Yeah.
YouTube chat in the stream? I'm not going to ask on stream. That's weird. That's a bit meta
Yeah.
if I ask about how the stream works on the stream.
Yeah, it's because you're logged in on the same logon as me, aren't you? So
Oh, that's true.
you've got admin because, yeah, the way it's set up.
Does StreamYard get the chat? No, we'll sort that out later. I'll ask questions later.
Yeah.
Fraser Green says, good news, that commission I've been waiting on with bated breath has been completed. I'll be collecting it on Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
Do we know what that commission was?
We don't, but we're about to ask.
Yeah. Show
you
us.
may have
Tell us all about it.
Yeah. Buildrat confirms he's over 50% Scots. I've got a creature on my bench. It's just
Oh
flown
dear.
off. It's gone. It's flown off.
I'm really worried.
Buildrat is over 50% Scot. Get off. It's flying around me face.
Wibblekins.
Graham McRobert says, it's good to be back in the madhouse. I missed it due to health issues. We all have.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You've not missed much, Graham, because I haven't been streaming, mate. Because, real life, mate. So.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out, folks, it's too early in the year for crane flies.
Well, yes, they don't survive in this room. They just vaporise. They didn't get any last year or the year before.
Put it this way, mate. You would hear him whimper like a girl, mate, if there was one in there.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, the first thing you'd hear will be a yelp, then a running sound,
Yeah.
and then all the crashing of all the computer falling over because I forgot to unplug my headphones.
Oh, yeah. And it's proper flaying of the hands as well.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, proper Kermit flail.
Oh, yeah.
Fraser confirms the commission is another batch of my Space Marine army, which takes to a total of 1,500 points of playable models. Cool.
Oh, nice. Enjoy, mate. Nice one.
Buildrat says, our family name is Scott Wales. Oh. Covering both the borders. Andy McLeish says to me, welcome back, Princess Rota Hat Shoulder Acre.
Yeah. Yeah, you are a top.
Yeah. Through and through.
So, folks, don't forget what's in the belly, what's on the bench, what's your beverage of choice.
Joseph Kelly's in, hi Ollie says.
Joseph.
I quite like being chat dollar. I just get to sit and read the chat. It's quite good.
I know, you're good, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't have to think. It's nice, this. Don't forget, folks, if you want to ask lots of awesome questions for the guys to answer, do it, because it gives me stuff to read out.
Wait. Back up a minute. Fox can think.
Yeah.
What? What?
Fox can actually think.
Yeah.
A reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yes. Staring into the air.
Yeah.
like the cat that can see invisible mice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I can see dead people.
Yes.
Yeah. So, have you managed to get any building done yourself, Fox, in your absence?
No, I've literally spent. I think I did a little bit. I did a little bit of building on the Dodge today. Well, that's really the first day I've had back for the last, I don't know, was it 4 or 5 weeks or something?
Yeah, something like
For
that.
various reasons, 5 or 6 weeks. So I was halfway through building my Cadian set, which I've got to get back to, but I've got to get all my partwork stuff filmed first. So, and that's a little less intense working on that. So I'm filming that at the moment. Getting there slowly.
Yeah.
Little bouts at the bench.
Baby steps.
Aye. Drim Builder Daniel L says belly, meat and fries, drink, beer, bench, Macarva Mark III. Jolly good.
Oh, nice.
Scott would like that. The Bobbin says belly now, water and painkillers. Bench is not currently practical.
Oh, bless. Sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, we all know that feeling.
Oh, yes.
McLeish says belly lunch was supposed to be Nong Shim Shin noodle bowl, but never got to have it. How can you never get to have it? Was it like was there like something in your way? Was there a wall you couldn't get over, or a door you couldn't unlock, or was it stolen? Explain how you never got to have it.
Probably forgot to pack it in his wicker hamper.
Very civilised. One of them little ones.
Sorry, Andy.
One of the little ones with the little handle that you wear over your arm, like a
Yeah, we kind of mock him, making out that he's the pins man, you know, with his crustless cucumber sandwiches and
little picnic with a big bow handle that he gets to skip down the path with.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Hello clouds, hello sky.
Now we're back at the tiptoe through the tulips song again, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Anyway, he says dinner was pepperoni pizza with some Pepsi Max cherry.
Nice.
Bilge Rat is waiting for a 3-day bender to catch up and unable to do much as it's bloody hot. So we're going to assume then the build rat is in the southern hemisphere, perhaps Australia.
Yeah, I think he's down under, mate.
G'day, bro.
I think. I could be wrong.
Athol says belly was pepperoni pizza and chili sauce washed down in iron brew, aye. Bench is an orc combat squad. Jolly good.
Oh, nice one.
Donald Mackenzie retracted something, and Athol wishes Build Rat a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, mate. And I think Donald Mackenzie said it was his birthday as well yesterday, I think. Or is it tomorrow? One of the two. But belated or pre-happy birthday, whichever is which.
Yeah, he just confirms it was his birthday today, Donald, and his wife got me an excellent haul from E-Models. Jolly good.
Nice. Nice one, mate.
McLeish says he missed lunch because some bugger, the boss at work, decided to leave and go home after 2 hours and leave me struggling with an inexperienced staffer.
That's not on, mate.
You want to sue him for lack of noodles.
Yeah. Yeah. You put your foot down, mate. Say, oi, you.
Oi,
Don't
shut
do
it,
that.
you
Yeah.
slag.
Don't do that to me again.
It's a contract. My contract is I get to eat noodles.
You should make his boss pay for his noodles.
Absolutely, mate.
Noodles for life.
Teach his boss a lesson.
Yeah. Next time you're out shopping, boss, could you take a picture of one of these? Only I can't remember what mine looked like.
Be like, there you go, boss. I got you some present. Ha!
See what he did there.
Yeah. So what have you guys all been up to then while me and Festa have been all out of commission and other stuff tied up and not around? What have you all been doing?
Celebrating Christmas.
Doing stuff.
Stuff.
And other stuff and
What have you been doing? I've been doing stuff.
stuff. So,
That's why you come, folks, for the insightful commentary.
yep.
Just me, just the usual, doing streaming every Tuesday and Saturday.
Good
He's
plug.
pimping. He's pimping.
It is.
He is. I'm impressed.
Right, did you see that? It was like a whip.
That
Straight
was,
in.
mate. It put me to shame. I need to up my game, don't I?
It's like one of them. What's that crab with the lobster with the thing where it snaps and it makes fish unconscious? One of them.
And I've got my first big build, or big Lego build of the year that I'm doing at the moment.
Oh, nice one.
That a certain pansy cat keeps asking questions about, like, don't you?
Oh,
guys?
really?
Yes.
Yes.
Care to explain yourself, Panzer?
Me? No. I just want to know when you're going to when you're going to do the iceberg for it.
See, this is what he was asking.
Yeah, but that's an important question at the end of the day to ask, isn't it? It's, you know.
Hello, is that Lego? Can you send me 3,500 white tours, please?
You can't think of Titanic and not the iceberg.
Exactly.
If you want,
don't forget to make a little door as well.
well, if you want this in scale terms, Fox, it's 1/200 scale.
Yes, it's about 3.5 foot, 4 foot.
Yeah, about 1.2 meters in length.
He's going all European with meters and everything.
Yeah, feet and inches, mate, you know.
You can tell he's like under 40, can't you?
Yeah, we're old farts here, mate. I've got boots older than James.
How tall was the man that attacked you? He was 1.7 meters tall. What?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Yeah, I like what Andy's saying as well. Yeah, there was a bit of a bloop during one of my streams as well. He was saying that he wanted a Jeep Rubicon, and I don't know how come it came out, but I said Jeep Rubicon.
Like the aftershave.
Yeah, so yeah, he's put. James is also working on his Jeep Rubicon aftershave, available from Man's Shop for Man's.
Shop for mans.
Yeah.
Lynn Dipples in, says sneaks in, sits down. Hi, Colin Fox, James Paul, Kevin Panzer, hugs.
Hello, Lynn. All right, my darling.
Good in the evening. Graham Robert said something which I was about to read out, and now he's retracted it. Curses, that wasn't fast enough.
Daniel, it's Dalek from Doctor Who.
Dalek.
Graham was telling us what he was having for dinner. His belly was a curry. On the bench.
We will never know.
196 scale HMS Daring.
Oh, nice.
Looking at them.
Are you at work, Lynn? Because don't forget, you are a patron and a channel member. So if you're not at work, fire up your webcam. Come and join us.
If your broadband's behaving.
Yeah, link is in the 24/7.
24/7.
See?
Wow.
Wag oops. So, you got any more plans for streaming, or are you taking it as it comes?
Who? Me?
You.
Oh, me.
You're a bit similar to me. You're not planning so far ahead, are you?
No, I mean, I'm not sure about tomorrow. I'm thinking I might have to move Warhammer Sundays to Saturday, which will be a really weird Warhammer Sunday Saturday. But I'm not doing that this weekend because that's not fair on you. So I've been jumping it at the last minute. So I don't know if I do a gaming stream tomorrow, but I might not. I don't know yet. It was actually a bit of a struggle just sitting there for 2 hours today doing a gaming stream. It was like, really?
Yeah, that's why I'm limiting mine at the moment, because you know what I'm like. 6 hours later, I'll still be sat here, and it's the recovery that's the problem now.
I will be giving you a knock in at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, the lads have also agreed to bust my chops and tell me off. So,
Well and truly.
yeah, no, because I've just got to do things right for a while. So
yeah. I may have to go up and down and away from the microphone a few times, but, don't panic.
Daniel, I've just answered your question, mate. It's a Dalek from Doctor Who. I assume you're talking about this.
yeah,
Explain!
yeah, we were prattling on, Paul, so we might not have heard you, mate. So apologies, Daniel, if you didn't.
Linda says she's at home and she's in her PJs.
Not a problem, mate. I was best about to say that we're in PJ, but that would have sounded wrong.
No!
I'm just gonna.
Well, you're the one that's sticking your finger in little warm holes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and focus on my instructions because,
No wonder PJ is quiet.
Just read the instructions out loudly, Colin, and keep your brain active.
I think he's traumatised, bless him.
He will be if we're all in PJ. Yeah.
Yeah, please don't ask me to read out any Japanese names because that normally goes a bit wrong as well. So
Yes.
Has anybody got the number for us for mountains?
I mean, I've got my PJ trousers on. You can't see them. Well, you can see them reflected in my iPad there.
yeah.
I'm going to eat first, then I'll join you all, says Lynn. Yay.
No problem, Lynn. We're only on for 2 hours, darling, so bear that in mind.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. It's already half hour. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You're enjoying yourself.
Time flies when you've got people inside you.
Oh, dear.
I was just telling it myself, PJ.
Bill Drat says, just relax, PJ. Just relax.
Yeah.
PJ's feeling suddenly egg-bound.
Yeah. Yeah, he's now sitting there going, why on earth did I agree to come in here with this motley crew?
There's some words from Andy McLeish there for you, Cole.
Oh, I'll just drop me bit. Shuba Tamakashi Konnichiwa Festa-san. There you go.
What does that mean? It means something, hello, good evening, Festa-san. Festa-san being you.
Don't ask me what it means. Bloody hell, mate.
Konnichiwa's a hello, isn't it?
Yeah. Konnichiwa. That's
I've
goodbye.
trouble reading it out, let alone knowing what it means.
I don't know if it should be Festa-san or Festa-chan or Festa-kun or... I always get confused by the honorifics and which one's which.
Oh, I haven't done this. I know you shouldn't be typing when you're on screen, but I need to do this.
No, you do what you need to, mate. It's not a problem, mate. You can do finger words in here, mate.
No, I need to do this because it's traditional now.
But he's obviously struggling tonight. PJ, because he's been in and done a really professional stream with Paul and the ISM crew, and then he's come in here with me. And it's chalk and cheese, mate, isn't it, Paul?
Yes.
I apologise if I'm flagging somewhat, but yeah.
Yeah, no, mate, it's much appreciated that you came in, because you've already done one big live stream, mate, so thanks for joining us, mate.
McLeish says, hey, I could have said senpai, but that's got a whole other connotation. Well, no, senpai just means that you're somebody who's more experienced and more authoritative
Is it
about
senpai the
something.
teacher? Or like,
Yeah, it means like somebody more experienced in matters. Or
So that
somebody
would be
who's your
you
superior.
then, Fox, wouldn't it? Because you are a guru, you know.
Yeah, just call me senpai. Just that'll do me.
I'll call you mince pie.
Pork pie.
You'll be a Scots pie.
Yeah, pork pie, that's
Cow
what it
pie.
is.
But yeah, BJ can use words. I mean, Colin can stick his finger in computers.
Absolutely. No, the
Colin's
computer
let-
smiled.
Colin's never met a warm hole he didn't want to put his finger in. Never mind.
Hey.
That's what it did there. Ka-ching.
Square hole, fat finger.
I could hear my missus giggling behind the door when I said I got my fingers stuck in a hole. It's like, yeah.
What are you making there? Is that a missile of some sort? Colin?
Yeah, it's a big bombage, mate.
Bomb.
Boom. Yeah, big droppy, bomby, mate.
Ross is in, Scale Model Ninja. He says, hi, Blobby.
Hello,
Hi,
Ross.
Ethel. And he says, hi
Evening,
to
Ross.
good morning, all. Everybody.
Yeah,
Ross.
happy days, mate. Yeah.
Dream Builder says, 1 hour after me, so I'll have to plan, but I love to get on and get targeted when I know when I have the Z's.
Yeah.
I think it means you like to come on the stream and be targeted for mockery.
Who's that?
Dream Builder, Daniel L.
More than, yeah, mate, you're always welcome, mate.
Also, he
No
also
problem.
says, I'm not Marcus, I don't mind. I'm lost. Marcus?
Yeah, I've got a photograph of Marcus on the bench now so I can remember what he looked like.
Describe him for those watching in black and white, Cole.
He's got the best Captain Birdseye beard you'll ever see. You know Marcus.
I know what he looks like, but somebody who's never seen him might not know.
Yeah, just think of Captain Birdseye.
And for those of us that
Mixed with Uncle Albert.
don't live in the UK and don't know that advert,
Uncle Albert from Only Fools and Horses.
But without the
never
pigeon
seen that
head.
program.
Okay, I'm trying to think of an American version.
The Coca-Cola Father Christmas traditional. No,
Yeah.
That's a bit, yeah.
That'll do. That'll do.
Yeah, Father Christmas, there you go. We got there in the end.
Yeah. Don't forget, folks. I'm chat dollying tonight. So,
Are you?
Well, I'm trying to, but so do ask lots of questions and things in chat, so I can pass on your words to the boys here.
Yes.
I
Questions.
say boys loosely because hey,
Yeah, ask Fox anything you want.
no, ask me anything to ask the guys.
I have a question for Fox.
Here we go.
Oh dear.
Are Lego ever going to make an iceberg to go with that Titanic kit they've made?
So JC Briggs and Bills, that's one for you, I think.
Yeah, come on,
Right,
James.
You have to answer that one, Fox. That was directed to you.
Mate, I built a Titanic for remodels, right? A little chibi one. Many moons ago. And that had iceberg. You can't put Titanic without an iceberg, mate.
No,
But you've got to think of the scale of it, like how
You
big
can think of the scale of it. Clutching at straws.
You only need the bit that hit the hull. You don't need all the bit that was underneath the sea.
Hit the hole.
Did you say something about Hitler? What? It always comes down to Hitler, doesn't it? God damn it.
Yeah. Nat Geo. A documentary special.
Oh, yeah. I was just debating them. I could make some rivets, but I probably shouldn't make rivets live on a stream. That'd be a bit.
Yeah, because you'd have to count them, wouldn't you?
Apple's off. He says, "Okay, Lecky Blanket up to heat. I'm off to Betty Buys. Have a fun, both sides of the pond. Night night."
Yeah. Take care, Al. Thanks for all your messages, mate, and your inquiries. Nice to be back, mate.
Fraser? G'day, bro. Fraser. I went wrong there. Don't know what happened there. Fraser Green. Then Ian Fraser. G'day, bro. He says, it's Lego, build your own iceberg.
There you go.
And Bill's Rat couldn't be more Australian by saying he'll only be listening as he's replacing belts on his ute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Thinks
Do
you
like
did,
a
bro.
ute down there, mate. They do like a ute.
He probably broke the belts because he put like 400 crates of beer on it, but then it was the one bottle of sherry that broke the belt.
James,
Yeah.
I've worked out a plan for you.
What's that?
Wait, I
Yeah.
played that game on the Atari.
Yeah, I could do that one. Yeah.
Caverns
there
of
you go.
Mars, that is.
Yeah.
And Ross says, go out and get an iceberg lettuce. That should be to scale.
See what you did there, Ross. I saw what you did. Please don't do it again.
Nope.
Drim Builder's laughing, but I'm not sure exactly specifically what at. So that's always a winner. I'll take credit. I don't mind. What's all your benches and bellies anyway, guys?
Mine's going to be a selection of barbecued ribs because,
When you say selection, you mean like different types of sauces?
yeah, I shall do my usual. I shall take a picture of it and mock you.
Or is that different ribs from different animals?
Yeah.
Or just different ribs, but all from one animal. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
ribs.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, chicken wings, that
I'll
sort
be
of
back in a
thing.
moment,
It's
folks.
a good old pig out. So, and
in
obviously
one
on the bench. Yeah, no worries. I heard you. And then obviously on the bench is this Eurofighter Typhoon. So, yeah. So that's what I'm up to. What's that? Bill Drat says, yeah, nah, mate, the bloody AC belt let go and shredded the rest. Ooh. Hopefully it's savable, mate.
Hi, William. Duckosaurus is in the chat.
Hello, William. Lovely to see you in, mate. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Ross says, I've just finished a 48th F14 Tomcat. Get your arse in here, mate. You got a mic and a webcam, mate. If you're at a loss, pop in and join us for a bit. There you go. So we've got a bit of that going on.
Knowing Ross, he's still eating that curry he made in the week.
Yeah. Do you reckon he's got that curry face where he's got it all round his gob? He's got like an orange goatee beard, isn't he? Bless him. So when you're planning on starting that nice MFH kit then, Paul?
Next week.
Next week, yeah?
I've done a bit already. I've sorted the parts out into constituent sort of areas.
Yeah.
And I've taken all the resin parts off the sprues and cleaned them up.
This gets back to what we was on about build plan, yeah?
So I'm just prepping it all up, you know. So
Yeah. Nice one.
There's a lot of white metal in this one.
Yeah, I saw you flopping it out on the bench last night,
beg your
mate,
pardon?
and it was...
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry? No, just to clarify for the chat.
Oh, God.
These were bags of white metal parts.
Yeah. I just
Dropping
got
out onto the bench.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one simple job, Wilkins. That's all you got.
Yep.
I look forward to seeing that because that is a beautiful kit, mate.
It's just going to look nice. But I say, with it being an F1 car, it's all the detail. All the details are going to be in the engine and the gearbox.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that an exposed engine and gearbox for that era of F1 car, was it?
No, there are cowlings around it.
Yeah.
Above it for the airbox intake. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I can display it with those set aside.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I've done that with the other cars.
Yeah.
Because it's a shame to do all that hard work and then not.
I then put a cowling on it. It's like my Ferrari, the Nigel Mansell Ferrari. I've got it with the top cover off so you can see all the inside of the engine and the exhausts. And I've just got the cover on a stand behind it as if it was in the pit.
So I do that with the other builds I've done as well.
Yeah. Oh, nice one, mate.
I'm looking forward to doing it. I haven't done an MFH kit for a while, so.
Yeah, they are they're a builder's kit, aren't they? At the end of the day,
they're a lot of hard work, but
yeah.
there's a lot of concentration, more so
Yes.
than your normal build, your plastic kit build.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But you have to concentrate on those anyway, but more so with the MFH kits because they're so detailed.
yeah.
You know, and you've got to take your time.
Oh yeah, you can't rush them, mate.
No. Yeah, it should be good.
It'll be
I look forward to seeing that.
It'll be something else.
Yeah.
The way you did that work on your Bugatti as well, it's
Well, that was just a plastic kit, but
And that was an Italieri kit, yeah.
It was, yeah. That's
you know, really looking forward to seeing.
enjoyed that build. Lots of
Product.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I shall bang this Panigale out over the weekend and then
Yeah.
finish up the Dalek because I'm waiting for some parts for that.
Yeah.
And then they should all be done by Monday, like Monday, Tuesday, and then I can start it.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. Yeah. Look forward to seeing that, mate.
Assuming Mr. Bretland doesn't throw a spanner in the works and
Yes.
starts doing some of the buddy builds he's talking about. So
Would he do that? Would he do that? Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
Because he don't want you to build it. It's like, yeah, no, he ain't building that. I've got to distract him now.
the person that was upset more was Simon because he's a big McLaren fan.
Yeah.
He couldn't get hold of this kit.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's one of those, as soon as it was released, it's sold out, isn't it? Because it's
limited edition. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be a second release.
yeah,
But after that, that's it.
yeah,
I mean, I was looking at a video of Mr. Hero a few months back.
yeah.
He was saying that they only ever produce 500 kits,
Oh, really? Yeah,
maximum
Yeah.
500 kits of the 1 to 12s.
yeah,
Sometimes, and then, I mean, once that release has been sold,
Yeah.
maybe a few months down the line, if someone asks for one, then they'll put one together for you.
yeah, yeah.
But you don't sell them like in commercial amounts, if you know what I mean.
No, that's it. That's probably another thing. I mean, when you think of it, for the cost of moulds and things like that, they're not getting a massive run, are they?
No.
But that's what makes them so desirable in a way, isn't it?
think it's
Because
I mean, the white metal is cast in sand,
yeah, yeah,
so it's not as though it's like a plastic kit where you've got a metal mold. And
yeah. It's not a 300 gram mould, is it? Yeah,
you can produce as many as you like, but the sand molds. I mean, obviously they've got masters that they can produce them, but they are time consuming to produce.
yeah. Yeah, because I know Paul likes doing the MFH kits, doesn't he?
He does. It just started off with me, and then he got one, and then Jamie got one, and now Simon's getting into it. So.
Yeah, but it's one of those, isn't it? You all aspire to get something like that at some point, just to test yourself and hone your skills. That's what I was asking you yesterday about. Have some of the techniques that you use for MFH building, has that translated onto your regular builds? And it has, hasn't it?
It has in quite a number of ways. I mean, it's you can get a quite a well detailed kit, okay?
Yeah.
And because you're used to doing MFH kits and the detail they're at,
Yeah.
you're seeing areas of the plastic kit that can be improved straight off the bat.
Yeah.
It might be wiring, it might be tubing, it might be a hose attachments, whatever it is, and they're all doable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it kind of like improves that build. So you can take a straight out of the box car engine, for example, okay, and you can improve it no end by just adding stuff to it. Okay.
Yeah.
But because you've honed your skills on an MFH kit, okay, it becomes an easier task.
Yeah.
If you hadn't done that, it might have been a little bit daunting. and you would have put maybe one or two little wires in it just to improve it a little bit. But because you've got that experience of the more detailed kit, you're able to add more things to it.
Absolutely.
So,
Daniel's asking Panzer, can I see what you put the tyres on? So I'm just going to pop Panzer full screen, Daniel, so he can show you and answer your question, mate. I hadn't forgotten you. I just didn't want to speak over Paul there, so I'll just pop Panzer full screen.
Okay. Well, Daniel, it's 4 parts to the outer side of the wheel. You've got the hubcap. Wait a minute. Let me just clean this piece up and then I'll put it together.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And it just,
Right.
just lets him see what you're up to there.
Yeah. So all I'm doing, Daniel, is I'll just these are the outer road wheels. The inner road wheels are just press fitted into the hull. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on to hold the hubcap pins in place, and a little bit under there to go. And there's an inside wheel or inside tyre. Oh, I'll just sand that.
And we're back.
And I drop it. And just do this.
Sorry about that, folks. Let's have a look and see what chat's been doing.
I've been reading it, mate.
Good lad.
Hey, Daniel. There we go. I've got all the port.
Red to here. No, red to here. We'll read to there. Oh, here, says Lynn. No, here, says Ninja. Why I order.
Yeah, carry on, Pants.
Yeah, the inside wheel, there's a little inside, goes inside like so. And I just push the outside in so that it looks complete. And I just run some liquid cement around the outside.
A silly question. Do you paint the wheel rubber black and then do the insides the tank colour, or do you paint it the tank colour and then put the rubber black on?
It depends on whether or not they fit into one of these things. So I've got these circle gauges.
That's it, yeah, that's what I use, yeah.
That was a bit
the old
small.
stencils, yeah.
Yeah, so these will be painted black, tyre black first, and then I can stencil the...
Then you can do your centres,
do the centres that way.
Yeah, ones that don't fit, I tend to do tank colour and then hand paint the rubber black on, but if they fit the stencil, then, similar, So hopefully, Daniel, that answers your question, buddy.
He says, haha, you stole my question, Festa. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, mate. So...
Did I miss anything?
Most of the stencils are metric.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you can find an old Imperial one.
Yeah.
Or those outsized wheels.
Yeah.
Lynn Dipple says, you haven't read this yet, lol.
Ha, bless her. Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, if you're watching this and you're a patron or a member of Festa's channel, come and join us. Come and join in. If you've got access to the Facebook Messenger chat group for 24/7 Hangout, the link's in there. Have to scroll up a little bit. I know Festa doesn't understand that. Scroll up a little bit and come and join
I'll
us.
put a fresh link in before the show started.
Lovely, good girl. Yeah, if you're a patron or a member, come and join us. Shut up, get your camera on, get your microphone on, and just come and say hello.
Yeah, you know you want to.
Yeah, if you want to be just audio only, that's also fine. If you haven't got a camera but you've got a microphone, we can do that.
Yeah.
So, Fox, the charger,
Hello.
what have you got with it?
With what?
The charger in front of you.
Up to issue 67.
Oh, she's got a bit to do then, yeah.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot to get filmed. I've got 3 packs to get filmed in the next couple of days, hopefully.
Have you got any of the interior yet? I can't remember where we're up to on it.
Yeah, I could lift this off, but it'd be a nightmare.
No, I don't want
I've got the... there's not a lot to it. I've got the seat done and the dash and everything. I haven't got the interior rear bit done. There's all the bit around the trunk and stuff, the padding around the back.
No, don't take it apart. That's just...
No. I wasn't going to because I really can't be bothered. But
Really?
but you've got like there's no back seat or anything, but there's the back firewall. It's not really a firewall, at the back of the trunk, and the trunk interior stuff to do, and the interior for the roof and stuff.
Liner.
To do, so all the liners and I've got to do obviously I may have to do the doors, I think. Not quite sure. My steering works.
Oh, you done a mechanical manly thing. I'm so proud of you.
Well, I've got very floppy, wobbly wheels for some reason. I don't quite know why.
I've been following that stream, and I've forgotten. It's been so long. I've forgotten
Well,
where we're up to on it.
Yeah, well, I'm actually not going to stream it now because it's getting to the point where some of the future issues, looking at them, I've watched ahead on other people's builds and thought, yeah, I'm not streaming that.
Well, it's that long, Paul, that the Dodge Charger was still in production when he started filming it.
It came with a full tank of gas. It's all evaporated away by now.
Yeah. Jimmy Carter was president.
Shut up, you. There's some tricky stuff coming up, and it's like, yeah, I'm not streaming that live, so we'll just do.
Oh, so we don't get to see folks go bananas with wiring.
No, well, there's not much. There isn't really any more wiring to do on this. It's all done. Oh, look at that big bugger there.
There you go, just for Fox.
Look at the size of that.
That's the dusty version.
Yeah, dusty bin, dusty car, dusty bin.
Oh. But it does also have.
It has the windy, doesn't it?
Windy down the windows.
Yes.
I've been watching Supernatural, and my instinct is to hear that door squeak when you open it, even though they don't drive a Dodge Charger. It should go when you open the door.
This is up to issue 98 at the moment.
Yeah, nearly done. What is it, 110, isn't it?
Yeah, 110.
110.
And I have half an hour more upstairs as well.
Yeah. On pause.
Yeah, until the end of the month, hopefully.
Yeah. La 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 la.
It's a beast. Weighs a ton.
It's yeah. Have you physically attached the bodies to the shell to the chassis yet?
Not yet, no.
No, I was watching somebody building it, and that does seem to be a bit of a tricky process.
What I can do is...
I wouldn't lift it off though, because if anything breaks off,
We will mock you.
yeah, we'll just laugh a lot. So actually, yeah, do lift it up.
It'll be Fox's fault. We can blame Fox anyway.
No, it'll be James's fault. It's the default position.
Is minestrone? Is it always minestrone?
There we go.
The weird thing is that getting the body shell on and off at this point, like for you and for me, is really just lift it off. But apparently, when it comes to finally attaching it, it's a lot more complicated. Don't quite know why.
Yeah, it can be complicated. It's sort of like all the screws at the side and underneath as well.
So
Yeah.
once both your builds are finished,
Yes.
how are you going to display it?
I don't know, stick it somewhere and with a towel over it so it doesn't get dusty. I didn't think about where it was going to go.
They'll flog you a display case at the end.
All right.
No, you pay extra for that. I'm not on the extra super.
Yeah, that's why I said they'll flog you it because you got to buy it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be on
It's
a
a
premium
pound extra
subscription.
per magazine.
Yes. No, I'll have to find a shelf somewhere that's wide enough and long enough to dump it on that can take 8.5 kilograms.
So that'll be next door's house then. Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got a shelf here if you're struggling, mate.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on shipping 8.5 kilograms. I'm not sure I could find a box that wouldn't just fall out the bottom of.
There we go. Just basically place one there like that. Alright.
I could ship it to you, Colin. You could take it all apart and rebuild it. Ship all the magazines.
Absolutely.
And that'd be fun trying to keep track of which screws came from where, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
No, that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, could you imagine the swear box?
Fraser Green asks, does anyone know a good place to get display cabinets at a reasonable price? There are no reasonable prices, but there's quite a few.
Paul's the man to ask that. He gets his mum on a...
No. If you know about display cases, I do have one supplier, but they're not cheap.
No.
You know about display cabinets? Try IKEA.
Yes.
They've got a glass cabinet thing that's quite reasonably priced. So.
Yeah, if it's not for massive models or big heavy things, then the standard IKEA Detolf, DETOLF, is a 3 shelf glass cabinet that's about that wide. That's not really helpful now. It's about 1.5 foot wide. It's 45 quid, where it was.
Yeah.
It's the standard display case that a lot of model makers have for smaller models.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at like big cases or proper like massive like bookcasey type things with glass doors and stuff, you're not going to get them cheap.
Talking serious money.
No.
A lot of people can't get rid of them enough.
No.
You have a look on some of these sort of like marketplaces or whatever, and people can't even give them away.
What you want to be looking at, if you go on to eBay or somewhere like that, you want to look for ex-shop display cabinets.
Yes.
Okay, and those can be quite cheap.
Yeah.
They might not be in the best condition, but it's worth a look.
They might not be taken apart either. Make sure you've got a car that can fit it in the back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
Yeah, my nephew, he got a couple of GoPro ones from a retail outlet that was closing.
So
And he cheekily asked them and said, how much for them cabinets? The bloke said, if you can give me 20 quid. So that's what he did. He said, I'll give you that now, he says.
Yeah, Fraser says, that small one you're on about Fox sounds about right. Yeah, it's DET for Tango, OLF for Foxtrot, Detolf. It's a legendary, it's only like, 5 or 6 pieces of glass and some metal frame. It's not going to take your big heavy models, but if you're doing anything regular, like gunpowder, aircraft, that kind of thing, tanks and stuff, everybody's got a Detolf cabinet. Like 45 quid.
I don't have one.
You fail. Consider yourself removed from the group.
No. I have other methods.
It does say on the thing it takes 2 people to build it, but I built mine by myself, so.
Oh, you hero. So proud of you, soldier.
Drim Builder says, Kev, what ship are you doing?
This is HMS Hood, the 1/700th trumpeter kit.
And then apologises because he shouted it. He said, Kev, what ship are you building?
Probably because he's typed it in about 25 times, because we are useless at chat, don't forget.
Yeah. Well, I'm not useless at chat. But while I was away, you guys have probably been useless at chat.
No, the clue's in the fact it's got red to ear, mate. But
Yeah, you typed that, but it doesn't mean you read them out or read them.
absolutely, I've read one of them out. It's good enough.
Yeah, you just read the last one before you typed read to hear. That counts.
Absolutely, it's good enough for me, mate.
Yeah, it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me. Anyway, we never found out what the bellies were for the other guys. We found out from you, Cole. What was everybody else's belly tonight?
I had belly was roast beef dinner.
Ooh, nice.
With roasties and parsnips and vegetables and things. On the bench is the Panigale, as you've seen. And the beverage is beer.
Beer.
Surprisingly.
But
Nice
you, Kev,
one.
what was your belly?
Sorry?
Kev?
Oh, sorry.
Mine was sea bass
Ooh, is that an ill-tempered sea bass?
with potato wedges and baked beans and chestnut mushrooms.
Cool.
All I can hear now is Dr. Evil going, ill-tempered sea bass.
With lasers.
With lasers. With frickin' lasers. Throw me a frickin' bone here. What about you, JC Bricks and Builds? What was your dinner?
Why do you think I never wear grey suits?
I'm going to get you a Nehru jacket for your birthday.
Cheers, mate. Get.
Nah,
You complete me.
I only had chicken nuggets for dinner.
Chicken nuggets.
Yep.
Panzer, what were you on for noms? What did you have for noms?
I had bacon and cheese rolls. Well, actually, there were sandwiches. I had 3 slices of bacon, smoked back bacon, and some nice, strong, mature cheddar. And I enjoyed the first one that much that I made a second one.
Good lad.
Oh, nice one.
This is the order of things.
This is exactly. Everything tastes nice with bacon and with mature cheddar cheese.
Absolutely, mate.
3 slices of bacon with a nestling of bacon over the bacon and surrounded in a bed of bacon.
Yes.
It's the way.
With some bacon dripped over it.
And even better, this bacon was from the butcher. So it was quite thick.
Proper bacon. Yeah.
As opposed to the wafer thin slices that the local supermarkets have started selling again.
Yeah, I want to know how they get a bacon slicer to slice that thin, because it's like stained glass, isn't it? It ain't bacon.
Special breed of pig, mostly water.
Yes.
Yes, but you use your razor blade for it.
Yeah. They must have been having a chat with my missus, because when she does Battenberg, it's like a stained glass window. Don't know how she does it so thin, but it's a skill.
She got one of them things that geologists use to slice crystals into, like...
Oh, mate, I think she uses a laser. She could slice down.
Lasers. Good old fish and chips. Fish and chips and big sausage and mushy peas. Thank you very much. And gravy. Except we forgot the gravy, so I had to make my own gravy. God damn it.
Let me guess. You ordered KFC.
Chips without gravy.
No, it was fish and chips. It was haddock and chips. Haddock and chips and mushy pea.
I'm going to say the KFC you've given up on, isn't it? Because they never get that right.
No, the three teenagers that work there that can't even spell their own name. Never get your order right.
Yeah. Yeah, we stopped ordering KFC because the last one was a bit, I don't know, it just was a bit ropey.
And I never like going there in person because you look at the menu and I'm like, I don't know what any of these things are. It's like, special pack, 5 pieces of chicken. Well, which pieces are they? Is it a face, a butt, a leg? What is it?
Yeah. It's when you get that one in front of you, I don't know what to have. Chicken would be a start, mate, because it's KFC.
Yeah. But it's like, I either want a drumstick. I either want a drumstick so I can go Henry VIII on its ass, or just like a piece of chicken breast so you can just wolf it down. But what I don't want is when you get that kind of half a chicken with all the bones, and it's like you're just picking at it because you can't just wolf it down.
Yeah.
And when they say it's a bucket that comes with 6 pieces of chicken, well, it could all be the crappy stuff. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I was like, can I have a bucket of drumsticks? No, can't do that. Why not? We haven't got enough.
It's the zingy stuff that makes your lips roll back off your teeth. It's like, what, blimey, that's potent,
the little zinger wings. I quite like them.
Yeah.
I do like KFC, but unfortunately.
They've got some kick in them, I'll give them that. But
yeah. The problem with KFC is that the machine that makes their mash is just as unreliable as the machine that does McDonald's milkshakes.
Yeah. Larry says, yeah, KFC is good if it's been a while since you had it last. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good shout, mate.
Yep, Jim Builder says, oh, I'm drooling, give me proper bacon. And I'm holding back first time here at live and so many awesome builders at the same time, says Drim.
Yeah, you're more than welcome, Drim. All you got to do, mate, is join the channel or become a patron. That gives you access for the 24/7 hangout, mate. And you too could be on stream with us, mate.
Yeah.
And it's as little as £1 Great British pound, which is about €1.10, isn't it? There or thereabouts.
About €1.10, $1.20,
yeah.
something like that.
So for as little as that, you could be sat here on the next one of these, mate. So you're more than welcome.
He has got a spanner, you know.
Yeah. He has. Yeah, he is a member. Of course he is. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
There should be a link in the description below the video, Daniel, for where you can get the information to join the Facebook group. I'll have a look at it and see if I can get you in.
Yeah.
You'll have to send. I have to send Colin a message, won't you?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll have a look on mine because
If you
I'm not sure whether he's in the chat or not. So let's have a look.
Follow the instructions under the video, and you have to friend Colin on Facebook, and it can add you to the 24/7 Zoom chat where the linkage is. La, 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 la. I can't.
Let's just check his logo.
Gentlemen, check your logos.
Yes, there you go, James. And you've got to come in and take the Michael out of you.
I think that's you. Am I right, Daniel? Surname Labbe.
Drim says, think it's done.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, he says. Ooh, very quiet.
Yeah. Okay, mate. No worries. I've just added you, mate. You're now in the chat group.
Yeah, follow the link.
All right, mate. Apologies for the delay. Again, if any of you want to be added, I'll put in my profile link on the Patreon and channel members. Just send us a friend request or send us a link to your Facebook profile and I can become a friend of yours and add you to the group that way. Whatever you prefer.
Lynn Dipple says, Belly, Cajun turkey chipotle Gouda cheese with honey chipotle barbecue sauce on wheat bread. Wheat bread. Drink, water, bench, trying to set up laptop, learning OBS, lighting, sound for my upcoming build. Ooh, OBS is good. I like OBS. Just a bit busy, Lynn, says Larry Russo. Why do I know that name, Larry Russo?
Because he comes in both our streams, and he normally comes in the Frolic Fox when you're on it.
No, I don't mean. I know it from somewhere like other than that, but I don't know why. It sounds like a name that I know from somewhere. Why do I know your name? Apart from seeing you in chat and stuff, why do I know your name, Larry Russo?
I think you may be thinking of a female American actor named Russo.
No,
She was very popular in the 1980s, early 90s.
no.
Either that or he's thinking of Demis Roussos. Yeah.
Save your love, my daughter. No, that's the wrong one.
No, that's
Renee
Renee
Renata.
out of Renee and Renata, isn't it?
No, it's Larry Russo. It sounds like somebody who's a model maker or something. I'm sure I've heard a similar name. I could be confusing it with somebody else. I don't know. It's a very artisty name. Somebody who makes things.
Quite rolls us
builds
lot
things.
out then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Artist.
Somebody who makes things with chainsaws, or I don't know. Do you know you're muted, by the way, Kev? I'm assuming you do. He said yes, but he's muted. I saw him say yes. You spoon.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've been shaking some paint up, so
That's all right, Dave. No worries.
that was why I muted.
I know. It's the standing joke, Paul. Dave, bless him, he'll have a shaky ball can of paint and be shaking it right next to his microphone. So of course, it deafens the viewers. See, so
Yep, very nice.
when anyone does it, we jokingly say you're doing a Dave. And yeah, even Dave's done it, and I'm like, Dave, you're doing a Dave.
Don't be like Dave.
Yeah. Bless him.
Shake the shade, but not on the microphone.
Wouldn't have many other way. Right. Bombs. Big bombs.
Dream Builder says, "Feed me love." Wait, what?
Oh.
That's gone a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit worried now, mate.
Do we need to be concerned here? This is.
Yeah, you've been on the shrooms, mate. That's a big old bomb and all, where's it? I was going to say, can't have them all on there because it wouldn't take off.
Look at the size of my bomb.
Tell you
The bomb
something,
looked
though,
big in this.
I'll see what he did there. I'm going to have some nice bombs for Greebles builds, I know that much.
Ooh.
So I'm going to sit and build them all and then put them in the Greebles box, the ones
Yeah,
I
and when
don't
you say
think.
Greebles box, you mean Orc box.
Pretty much, yeah. So they're the ones for the old Planykins over there. So we'll slap them over there.
Larry Russo says, "Just once can I find a Russo with lots of dollars."
Yeah. Bless him.
Oh, Daniel's saying he's responding to Lynn saying what she was having for food.
Oh, right.
And I want it yummy.
Nice.
Which was, of course, Cajun turkey, chipotle, Gouda cheese with honey, chipotle barbecue sauce on wheat bread. Wheat. I like the word wheat.
Okay, I've remembered the female actress. She was in the second of the Lethal Weapon films.
Oh, right, yeah. Dark-haired woman.
Yeah, Russo.
Yeah.
No, don't remember.
Jean Russo.
I've only ever seen the first Lethal Weapon, I think. I don't think I've seen any more than the first one.
Best supporting actor was Mel Gibson's mullet, wasn't it?
All right. Rene Russo. Says
That's
Larry
it.
Russo.
That's it, Rene Russo.
As opposed to Rennie and Renata.
Yeah. Yeah, you was on
Save your
the...
love, my darling. Save your love.
God, Bennett.
That was actually Rene Renata, but with a Demis Roussos vibrato. That didn't quite go.
I could always remember John Noakes once saying, don't work with children and animals.
Yeah.
Fox
The
comes
only
under the category of both.
Yeah.
The mention of Demis Roussos gives me flashbacks to Mama Wolf in the 70s when she had a perm and a caftan.
Yeah, my mum went through the caftan stage, but she was more into Led Zeppelin than a bit of the old magic mushrooms, to be honest
Yeah.
with her.
Fraser says, thinking about picking anything up that was shown off at the Las Vegas Open earlier to me.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not the Space Marine bits or nothing tickled my fancy, to be honest. I like the look of the Arbites, but they come in the Kill Team set, so Arbites.
Nah, we're both waiting to get the tank anyway, aren't we?
Yes, we're waiting for the day that the Rogel Dawn tank released. The day it released, I was on the website. Let me pre-order. Already sold out.
Yeah.
And it's like it was only pre-order and it sold out. It's like blimey.
Yeah.
So I can't even pre-order it.
Yeah, it's a tad annoying, isn't it?
Rogel Dawn tank with a big hole in the bottom, which has caused some minor stir on the internet.
It has, isn't it? It's kind of broke a few sites, isn't it?
Yeah, I posted up on Reddit about it, saying, because I saw the photograph of it from above. This is the new tank that Games Workshop have done, and there's a photograph of it from above, and you can see like a grill on the back, and it's in like a white photo booth, and you can see white through the grill, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, why can I see what's under the tank through the grill on the back of the tank? Yeah. Because it's a shot from above, and I'm like, does this tank not have a floor? Is this like a hollow tank, like it's just got no floor panel? And then it turned out somebody found a video where there's just the whole middle of the floor is just not, there's a whole panel just missing.
Yeah, it's like, great, isn't it?
So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
So all the comments in the Reddit thread I did, half of them are like, that's cheap, and half of them are like, who cares? So,
yeah. Yeah, I'll probably...
Fraser Green says, you know the Rogel Dawn's missing a bottom panel, then says, never mind.
Yeah, I'm going to CAD a magnetised panel for it with edges and things like that, and then use it to store all the bits in.
Yeah. I can see why they've done it, because it's a 3-sprue kit, and they'd have to make it into a 4-sprue kit to put the panel on, and that would make the price go up. But it's like, it's already a very expensive kit for what it is. But,
oh, yeah, it's not cheap, is it?
No.
For what it is, but yeah.
So it's a bit of a shame, but...
Seems to be the norm, though, doesn't it, at the moment, with them, bits and pieces like that. But
I suppose if they wanted to keep it to 3 sprues, they had to leave something out, and they could have just left some of the accessories out, I suppose, but... It's a shame they couldn't have engineered it some other way, but never mind. Larry Russo says, no relation to Rene Russo, damn it.
Yeah.
Fox, missing stuff making me sound weird. La, 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 la. I may have had an accidental purchase the other night.
Well, you won Forge World, Fox?
No, actually, well, not for long. No, it's Festa's fault. It's totally Festa's fault, because we were just hanging out chatting, and basically, because I couldn't do anything at the bench and I couldn't play video games, all I can do is sit and look at my computer screen. That's the only comfortable way I could sit. So I was bored, and Festa was doing some bits at the bench, but you were tired and in a bit of pain, weren't you? So you weren't really
it was my first night down, wasn't it? So...
Yeah, so we're both just sat there going, bored now. I'm bored now. What should we do? Don't know, I'm bored. What do you want to do? Don't know, bored. Forge World? Yeah. So we both went to Forge World, because it's like we just talked to ourselves, and I didn't buy anything. But then I reminded Festa that Cromlech do a load of fake orc stuff. And then I got hit with my own splash damage because I ordered a load of Cromlech orc stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go and have a look on there, and I'm just sitting there going, my work is done.
Yeah, my work is done. Who was that masked man? And what did you buy, Cole?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Did buy sod all, Kev, mate. You'd have been so proud of me, mate.
Yeah, but he says that, but he was looking at everything going, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, there might have been an extensive wish list, but
yeah.
A wish list is a wish list.
You've got to cover that microscope, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dream Builder says, Daniel says, I don't go there. Yeah, you shouldn't go to Forge World, because if you go to Forge World, me or Colin, you'll come out buying like a towel manta.
You could get a towel. Yeah.
Wait, who was it was buying the towel manta that we convinced completely?
I said to Paul J. Lewis I wouldn't actually remind him.
No, was it? I can't remember if it was Paul
Yeah,
J.
it was
Lewis or not.
PJ.
Was it PJ?
Yeah, towel manta.
I can't remember if it was PJ. I think it might have been PJ, actually.
Look at the way he's looking. He's like, you pair of gits. I can see what you're thinking.
Anyway,
Do you know,
tonight.
do you know what that means? That means we just reminded him that
Yeah.
he hasn't pressed the order button yet.
Yeah.
But that I think he'd done some back of the cigarette packet calculations about his bills and thought, you know what? Oh,
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, do you want the slightly worrying news from you Warhammer lot?
Yeah.
I needed more display space in the lounge,
Yeah.
so I have retired a load of kits, a load of bills, and put them in boxes.
Yeah.
And all my Warhammer stuff is now boxed up.
Oh, mate, Fox is going to be crying. You all right there, Fox? Through the tears. Come on.
Tragedy! Tragedy!
So I've created a lot of space to put
Is it just
new bills in, none of which is large enough for that whatever thing it was you were trying to flog me.
Talmanta? The funny thing was, we didn't try and flog. We had you looking at tanks, and you went, "Oh, what's that?" Bang, straight in.
Yeah.
Well, you might not have the width, but maybe you could just get yourself like a big Titan, maybe then, because they stand up. They're not wide. They're tall.
We didn't help him though, because we let him ask the question, and then we both just sat back and
Hey, like the blue touch paper and step away.
absolutely. We didn't offer him any guidance or anything like that. It's like, you're in there now, mate.
Yeah.
We put like a special baby safety gate up for him. The fact it was a centimeter tall doesn't mean anything.
And then MFH have been teasing us for the last 2-3 months with a new kit,
Oh right, yeah.
and it's the McLaren, which is the one I bought. So that's where the money's gone.
Yeah, no, and rightly so as well, mate.
I won't be buying any Warhammer or Forge World product
For a little bit, for a while.
for a while.
So just a little bit longer before you get your Talmanta, then you'll be sorted. Okay, you have to buy a shed to put it in. That's fine. Just buy a shed.
The problem, Fox, is it's the sheer physical size of it. I've got nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
Unless I've won the lottery tonight, and it's just not likely because I would have heard about it by now. I really need to find somewhere else to live.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sell the family, sell the house, get a bigger house. There you go, done.
Well, I don't have a family, and I don't have a house, so it's an apartment.
Sell your body.
Yeah, we won't get much for that.
Well, that's 15 quid. What we're going to do with the rest?
Wow, that's more than I was expecting.
Hey mate, that's with a £10 tip.
That's after 20 years plus APR.
You forget, Colin, it's got a stab wound in it nowadays, so it's worth less than that.
Oh right, of course, yeah.
That's not a warm hole, Festa. You can't put your finger in it.
Yeah, it's just damaged goods now, Pans, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Is that shop soiled?
About Forge World, Daniel says, I'm done if I go there.
Yeah.
Lynn says, I don't go to Forge World, no money.
Nothing wrong, Daniel, with just browsing and adding stuff to your wish list,
it is,
mate.
but you're teasing yourself, and that's not good. Yeah,
No, it is
for your mental health. Yeah.
See what I did there? You see what I did? I did try to lull him.
I have to tease myself. I can't afford to pay anybody to tease me. So, Fraser Green says maybe the hole in the floor is how they move the tank, Flintstone style.
Yeah, could well be.
Could be.
It seems to work for the Russians in Ukraine at the moment.
See what he did there. See what he did.
Actually, it doesn't seem to not work for the Russians.
Yeah.
So what I ended up getting, I went to Cromlech, and they have a range of, let's say, not
Alternative
quite orcs.
Warhammer.
Yeah, not quite orcs, perhaps. And I found out as well. I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, they've got these not quite orcs. So they've got a squad of 10 orcs that are kind of like Deathcore Krieg, but they're orcs.
Yeah.
So they've got great coats and gas masks, but they're orcs. And they've got basically a World War II German half-track, but orc. And a World War II German, like, command car, but it's orc. So I thought, I'll have them. I'll have all resin, of course. I'll have a go at them. They look quite fun. But I found out why... what was it? I found out why Games Workshop don't tend to go after people like Cromlech and companies like that. Because you look at things like Cromlech and you think, how do they get away with it? Because they sell like stuff that looks like Games Workshop, very similar, and it's like, you know, it's basically just counts as.
So near the mark, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I found out that basically about 12 years ago, GW sued a company that was doing the same kind of things. They were selling like small production run resin figures.
Yeah.
But rather stupidly, they were calling them Space Marines and Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
Giving it, like, you know, an Eldar, and they were giving them all the right names. So GW sued their ass, and this was a tiny little company. And GW sued them, took them to court, and kind of lost.
Yeah.
GW actually kind of lost. They got their ass handed to them by the courts, who said the things they were making as models were things that Games Workshop didn't provide. So if they had like an Imperial Guardsman on a motorbike, they were like, "Well, you don't make that, so they're not infringing on you." It's just. But what they said was the only thing they won was the fact that they were using the Games Workshop copyrighted names. Yeah. So what happened basically was Games Workshop was the big bully to the little tiny company, failed, got hit with loads of bad PR. That's when they decided to change the name of everything from like Imperial Guard to something they could copyright, like Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
That's why you get things like Astra Militarum, not Imperial Guard. And because they didn't win the lawsuit, it kind of sent a message to Games Workshop to say there are limits to what you can sue people for. So just because they're making somebody who looks a bit like one of your, say, Imperial Guardsmen or Orcs, if they're not calling it Astra Militarum, and it's not something you already make and it's an exact copy of that, then you can't do anything about it. So that's why all these people like Cromlech, they do stuff that looks very similar, but it's different enough, and it's not called Astra Militarum or Space Marine or Orc with a K. They call it something slightly different, and that's how they get away with it.
Yeah.
So,
because they have gone after several people on cults, haven't they, for the STL files that are doing Warhammer related stuff.
Yeah, I think with Games Workshop, they're fully legally within their rights to have a go at you if you make something that's something they make. So if you did an STL of a Baneblade, you'd be screwed. Yeah. But if you do something of a great big tank that looks a little bit like a Beyblade, but you call it a big fat tank or something, then it's
I think every now and then they do a bit of saber rattling just to see whether they can scare people off.
Yeah. But, I mean,
which normally works for them, but most people are like, nah, still going to do it.
Well, the thing is, ultimately, any company is right to defend its trademarks, but they because they had it handed back to them quite nicely, they learned there's only so much they can do. So, with something like Cromlech, because they don't call them Orcs with a K, they call Orcs with a C. Yeah, they kind of get away with it. So, as long as they don't try and reproduce something that GW already do, although they do that kind of squig-off-looking thing.
Yeah,
it looks like a squig-off. But, you know,
pretty much identical, isn't it? Norzilla, isn't it?
Norzilla, yeah. And they do squigs called Norz.
Yeah.
I think they're probably fine with it.
It's one of them. People are always going to do it, aren't they? At the end of the
Fraser
day.
Green says it's the Chapter House lawsuit. Yes, that's the one. Little tiny company called Chapter House. They went out of business shortly after.
I shall be back in a second, gents.
Yeah, no worries, Kev. Not a problem, buddy.
Enjoy your pooping. He also says, didn't they try to copyright words like pauldron? I think they tried to copyright a certain copyright on the phrase Space Marine.
Yeah.
Until it was rightly pointed out that Space Marine had been around long before Games Workshop.
Yeah. Yeah, there are certain things they've tried to copyright. Obviously, their logos and things like that. That's
why companies clamp down on it. Because they have to be seen to do it, otherwise, they might not win.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cases they bring, they know they're not going to win and they know they're not going to pursue. But if they send a letter with a cease and desist, 9 times out of 10, people are going to go, oh, I'm going to stop. Whereas the more savvy people will go, yeah, they can't do anything anyway.
No.
So
But it's like if I invent something and call it Blebulon,
yeah,
then, and I want to maintain the copyright, I have to make sure that I enforce any infringements on that. Even if it makes me the bad guy, you've got to do it. Otherwise, if I let one company get away with it, then everybody can say, well, they do it, and you didn't do that.
yeah, exactly.
And then Blebulon becomes nonsense.
You know, that would be like the first person who invented the car trying to copyright it. Well, everyone makes their own variant of it. So it's like, you know, how do you stop it? You don't.
I own the copyright for words.
Put the handbrake on.
So what you did there, Pants. Yeah.
Here all week trying to fish.
Yeah, can someone send the coat to Mr. P-Cat?
Lynn Dimple says, what's that? Lynn Dimple. Lynn Dimple. Where did that come from?
I don't know what you was thinking of there, mate, but hey, you know.
That's Lynn's Welsh cousin. Nice. Lynn Dimple. That's lovely. She says, what's that company's name? Spelling, please. Which company? Which company, Lynn?
Yeah, the Orc Alternative.
Oh, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah.
It's
something and bits, isn't it?
Well, it's called something, but
I've got the link on my desktop.
Yeah, if you go to, I think you go to cromlech.eu. Cromlech.eu might be the link. There you go, Lynn. But it's not actually. It's called Bits and some Bits of War or something like that. But it's Cromlech. Or just do a Google search for cromlech.eu. Muse is in, so sneaks in and hugs Cole. Welcome, Muse. Big hugs.
Hello, Muse. Hello, darling.
Muse.
There you
Hello,
go.
Muse, got a new mouth. Ah.
There you go, Lynn. It's in there.
Bitsofwar.com. There you go, Lynn. Thank you, Cole. From Dimple. Lynn Dimple. That's lovely. What's occurring? Sounds Welsh.
In your mind, it sounds Welsh, but
Dimple. Well, it's because I used to know a woman called Dimpner who was Welsh. So I noticed that I was talking to Mama Wolf the other day, and she was talking about all the old people, because all the old people that we used to know around here all died in the last 6 months.
yeah.
There's been a spate of people being found dead on their driveways and in their gardens. It's like, blimey. Anyway, but we're talking about like some of Mama Wolf's old friends and people she knew and neighbours and stuff from the 70s, and they've all got really weird names like Dimpner.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't people have a Mrs. Batty? People don't have names like that anymore.
Yeah. Traditional names have gone as well, innit? You know, Alberts and things like that. You don't hear old school names now, do you?
Dorothy. Agnes.
Yeah. Agnes, Mabel, you know,
Mabel.
Rita.
Mabel.
You know.
Gertrude.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah. It's-
They are slightly cheaper than Forge World, Lynn, by the way, at Cromlech.
yeah.
And there's things they... How much was their giant squig-off thing?
£85, mate.
Yeah, they do like a squig-off, which I think the Forge one is about 95 or 105, the normal size squig-off.
Yeah.
They do want about 85 quid, so a bit cheaper.
Yeah. Was that the same as the normal size, or was that the same as the big one?
That was the same as the normal size. The
Yeah.
the Norzilla.
Norzilla, yeah.
All those names that are over here are not always a first name. Agnes. Gertrude.
Marjorie. Ethel.
I shall be back in a moment, folks.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. But yeah, you just don't hear them old school names now. Whether or not it's just because, you know, times have changed. But
Yeah, it's
Tyrells.
all of fashion, isn't it?
absolutely, yeah, it's...
It's usually whatever celebrities has a child, and that's the name that they give. And that's
Yeah,
the name that
yeah.
becomes the popular one.
Yeah, Brooklyn and things like that, wasn't it? When Beckham had his kids, you know, and yeah.
Beefy Peaches Trixie Bell.
Oh, yeah. Moon Unit, great name. Yeah. That was Frank Zappa's kid, wasn't it? Moon Unit.
That was his daughter.
Yeah.
His son was Dweezil.
Dweezil Zappa, that was it. Yeah. Great names. I think Dweezil went on to become a drummer, didn't he? I think he was a pretty good drummer from what I remember.
He's, I think he's got a touring band where he does a lot of his dad's old stuff.
Yeah.
Fair
play to him.
My ex named her youngest Nikki, double K-I.
Yeah.
And they thought it was an unusual spelling. Pointed out to her that was the name of the dog they had when she was a kid. Fetch was on Here Boy or Here Girl. Was,
yeah. Yeah, because you had Fifi Trixabelle, wasn't it, Bob Geldof? You had Peaches Honeysuckle, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's better.
Evanly Irani Tiger Lily, wasn't it?
That's it. That's the one I was thinking of. Mind you, you don't run into many of them, Evanly Harana.
Yeah. Makes me feel better about my boys' names, Lex and Callan. It's like, yeah. Amount of people that say to him, your parents like Superman. He's like, no. Bless him.
Lynn says there that the hospital she works, a lady wanted to call her baby COVID.
Oh, really? Mind you, saying that, you know, yeah. Why not?
It was probably conceived during.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it weird, though? You talk about it now, and it just, even now, still doesn't seem like that all happened, does it? You know, and it's not stopped. It's still there, as we know. But
going on, isn't it? Yeah, so.
It just seems quite surreal, doesn't it, that we went through that. And even when it was happening, you're like, 2 years ago, we was watching disaster movies with storylines like this going, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's happened.
It was a thing, wasn't it? And it really was, I think, a huge leveler, because at the end of the day, I think humankind got complacent, didn't it? And yeah, this goes to show you.
Well, there was talk of back, what was it, with the mid 2000s? There was swine flu. Then there was the potential bird flu,
flesh-eating bugs,
SARS coming out, and of course, companies were asked to perform disaster plans of what happens if this swine flu takes over and becomes an epidemic.
Yeah.
And nothing happened out of it.
No.
Yeah.
You know, all the avian flus, wasn't it? And
yeah.
I mean, that's the next one that will be.
Do you remember the Beijing flu pans back in the 90s?
That was SARS.
Yeah, that everyone kept catching, wasn't it? Because we caught it about a month before we moved house. We was minging, mate. Absolutely minging we were with it. And, we often look back at that period and we was like, yeah.
Was it? Oh, half past.
Now, they've had some mad stuff about.
Oh, yeah.
We've not had a good bout of foot and mouth for a while.
Yeah.
That always gets people going.
I think at the moment it's the HN51, isn't it? We got going on, but the avian flu, isn't it, is doing the thing at the moment. Because I know DEFRA are still pretty on it, aren't they, with that?
Yeah, there's currently there's no free range chicken eggs in the UK because none of the hens are allowed out of their enclosures.
Yeah.
I think the main problem these days is though that with a lot of it, everything these days is too sterile.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when we were kids, like, you know, my nan had the larder with a slab of marble. That was
Yeah, that's what we had. Yeah. Pantry cupboards, Kev.
Yeah. But now it's like in the hospitals.
Yeah.
I know for a fact they have to change their cleaning products.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every 2 or 3 weeks because the bugs end up immune to it.
Well, this is the problem where we was all locked away, you know. Now we go out, you catch a slight bug and it's a big thing. And like Marcy says, the bugs are always there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just some people are more partial to it than others, but yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is, and that no one's got no immune systems at all now. So
No. Everything's too sanitised, Kevin, like you're saying.
it is.
Antibacterial this. When we was kids, you ate mud.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
Yeah, I can remember being on exercise and you get a slice of white bread and it's got a big black handprint in it from where you've been cleaning the rifle and there's oil on your hands. But you still ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids today are too clean. That's the problem.
Yeah. But, you know, getting back to the pantry cupboard, I can remember my mum having cured meats and, you know, a plate with cheese on it, all kinds of stuff in this pantry room, you know. And food didn't go off like it does now. You have something in your fridge, you know, and it's used by this, and the amount of food you throw away is shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And again, is it manufactured to go off so that you end up buying more of it? You know,
it wouldn't surprise me.
It's designed not to have a long shelf life, you know. It's my inner conspiracy theorist is creeping in, isn't it? Yeah.
The problem you have is that the likes of bacon. How does bacon last so long? Because it contains nitrates.
Yeah.
Which, of course, they've discovered is bad for people.
Yeah.
You know, we've been eating bacon since I was a bloody kid. So,
yeah.
You know, but new legislation, people don't want to eat these nitrates or these salts because it's bad for them. May cause cancer. May cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this emphasis being on may. You know,
yeah.
It's a bit like it causes cancer in white mice, and there's that infamous line.
I'm back.
Is it maybe white mice are just genetically designed to have cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you look at it, Panzer. If you go by everything they said is bad for you, you wouldn't eat anything. You just bloody die anyway.
Exactly.
You wouldn't leave your home. You wouldn't eat or drink anything. You know, it's
Have I walked back into an old man shouting at clouds conversation?
No, we're on about food and it started off with us talking about names that you don't see and hear of.
Osborne.
And then but Lynn was saying that there was a patient or a nurse wanted to call one of her kids COVID, and then we got into the whole food infections and all of that.
That's like the one. That's like the survey from about 4 or 5 years ago, where like, there were at least 4 different people in the US who were born and christened with the name chlamydia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are just people like that.
Yeah. It's like Lynn says, you got to die at some point. We are a ticking clock from the minute we leave the womb, or the minute the egg is fertilised, should I say. We're a countdown timer. That's all we
I
are.
always said you were a massive clock.
Absolutely. I don't mind.
You're born, you pay taxes. You die, you pay taxes.
Yeah. Exactly, mate. You says mice used in labs are genetically altered to have no immune system so they can get everything. They call them naked mice. Oh, right.
I don't want to alarm you, but it looks like Panzer's doing tracks.
I am indeed.
I've not heard any swearing.
No.
I don't swear.
You're proud of me, though, Pans, aren't you, for doing all them tracks?
I'm very proud. I'm very impressed, Colin.
My first ever set of full working tracks, and I didn't utter a single swear, mate.
He says that, but you
I didn't. I did it all live, mate.
Did you?
Yeah,
In that case, I'll take it back.
absolutely. Did it all live, mate.
Well,
So
did you do any
you jumped in before I had a chance to finish, didn't you, dear?
I always did. Did you do any swears in your brain?
No. I found it extremely therapeutic and relaxing, to the point I'm really looking forward to doing the ones on the Rifle tanks I've still got left. It's like, yeah, I need to get a life, don't I?
I think if a process was simple and easy enough, like that, where I wasn't going to risk breaking the components every 2 seconds, I probably would find it relaxing as well, to be honest.
Oh,
As long as
mate,
it
believe
wasn't
you
like,
me, you could easily break the components, mate.
Yeah, that makes it less relaxing for me.
Yeah.
If they were all metal parts, it's impossible to break them. I'd be like, oh, this would be quite relaxing.
Yeah, they are quite fragile, I must admit. But again, it's just method.
Like me on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
When I was much younger.
Anyway.
Let's put an image in my head now that I really can't undo.
Yes, yeah.
What, me on Fragile?
This is getting back to tiptoe through the tulips, isn't it? Oh dear, you don't get out much.
No. I try and get Tiny Tim into your brains as much as possible.
Absolutely. But we do know that it's going to be you laying there tonight trying to get a kit, and you're going to have it in your brain.
No, I've got like military grade earworms that can neutralise other earworms. I managed to weaponise Spanish flea.
Oh, I was just about to say Fox's weaponized earworms.
Yeah, I managed to successfully weaponise Spanish flea and immunise myself against it, so I can use it to dislodge other earworms. But I've got so immune against it that it doesn't get stuck. So Spanish flea is my ultimate like earworm bleach.
Muse says it's official. She's going to be sending me tank tracks so that I can build them for her. I see what you did there.
Yeah, these ones are pretty straightforward. They're not workable. They're just fixed. And all I'm doing is just doing the bottom runs, which I'll leave overnight, and then I shall continue with the runs around this idler and the sprockets.
He's going to leave his bottom out overnight to stiffen up.
Yeah. PJ was flopping his bits out earlier.
So we've had PJ flopping his bits out. You've got your bottom on the desk, and Colin was putting his finger in a warm hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the late night Friday frolic. What possibly could go wrong?
And James is flicking bogey everywhere. So I say, bogey, get it, bogey train.
See what he did.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Yes, Fox.
Muse says, "Okay, kids, it's time to go back to work. No worries, Muse. Lovely to see you in, darling."
Take care, Muse.
Fox coat.
Jabella. And Kev's just being a nice sailor boy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, with his big boat. He likes big boats and he cannot lie. Some other brothers would deny.
Yeah, later, Marcy. You take care, darling. Always nice to see Muse in.
I've got to say, Kev, that polo shirt you're wearing, it's just reminding me of the old sweets called Pacers. Green and white stripe, mint flavour squishies. Oh, so nice they were.
You want all the sweets now, don't you?
I miss Pacers. That's the one that's vintage sweet I really miss. Pacers.
Or striker bars.
Yeah, we've got on the vintage sweets now. This is going to be brilliant. Yes. Spangles.
Yep, Old English flavour.
I can't remember the flavour of Spangles, but I can feel it in my heart. I just in my mind, I can feel my finger and thumb in the little recessed bit, holding it like that.
Opal fruits, mate, to make your mouth water.
That's basically what Pacers were, but they were just spearmint.
They become Starburst, am I right? Opal fruits.
Yep. Yep.
Made to make your mouth water.
And then one thing you don't see a lot of these days, that was the old sweet peanuts.
That was it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all great.
Do you remember the sweet cigarettes and tobacco?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when I was at primary school, there was a big craze at the time for rice paper.
Yeah.
Don't know why. My little local sweet shop had just you could buy sheets and sheets of rice paper.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I just ate it.
Yeah. I can remember that.
So what do you do with it? Well, you just eat it.
Yeah.
I remember they had these crisps. They were like something to do with aliens, but they were all different colours.
Yeah.
They were a bit like outer spaces, but they were like green and red and blue, but they were just normal crisps.
Space dust.
Space dust, yeah. Popper dust.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jawbreakers
The old
came in?
flying saucers.
Yeah. Yeah, the big gob. Is that the big gobstopper?
Yeah, they were like multi-layer, and then you got the hot ones, which weren't hot at all. They just tasted like vile.
Yeah. And you'd sit there, you would sneak a gobstopper in, and your mum would shout upstairs, "Dinner's ready." You'd be like, "Oh, no, I've just loaded in one of these mega gobstoppers. Where am I going to bung it whilst I have
size of a pool ball.
Yeah, where can I put it whilst I have me dinner?" So you'd be hunting around for a pot or something to put your bloody gobstopper in.
And then you put
next time you went to eat it, it was smothered in jumper fluff and trouser pocket fluff, and you still ate it.
I seem to remember as a small child, like having a bit of a root under mum and dad's bed, like looking for presents at Christmas or whatever. And I found like a half-eaten Mars bar, so I ate it. But it was been there for so long, it tasted like dust. And to this day, I remember what it tasted like. It's like, oh, why did I do that?
Why? Because we was kids, and that's what you did back then. Yeah.
What I want to know is who eats half a Mars bar?
Licorice flyers. Look at that.
Oh, look at them.
And the
nice one.
The old time classic.
Ooh, licorice sticks. But why are flyers called flyers, though?
No idea.
I never got that. Why are they called flyers?
No idea.
There's another one for you, and then licorice pipe.
Because they're
Licorice
free
pipe.
to fly out the door.
Do you remember when you used to get that licorice thing? It was like a spiral shape, but like a flat disc, but a bit like a pomfret cake, or whatever it was. But
yes,
like a Catherine wheel.
And you unwound it,
Yeah, then you had the aniseed bit in the middle of it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, sherbet milk fountain.
And then you've got the dab.
Double dips. I about a year ago, I ordered some what was it? Not bath gel. Bath whatever you put it in. No, it was shower gel, and it was sherbet dib dab shower gel.
Oh, nice.
And it smelled exactly like sherbet. It was amazing.
Did you try some? You know you did, didn't you?
No, because I knew it was shower gel, you spoon. But it smelled exactly like sherbet dib dab.
But part of you would have gone, does it actually taste like it? Yeah.
I think they'd licensed it because it had all the branding on it. It was like, it just smells just like it. I remember I used to have some friends that lived in just up Glossop Way, Derby Way.
Yeah.
And I used to have to go past the Swizzles Motlow factory on the way, just driving up. Oh, it was the fine. And I was driving my old Land Rover at the time, so of course every smell in the outside world came through the feeble air intake. And I had to drive past slowly because it's an old Land Rover, so I'm like, I'd go past the Swizzle Motlow factory so slowly. Just the smell of sherbet.
Jeff Light says memories, all these memories. Absolutely, Jeff.
Yeah.
So we're now officially in old fart mode, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
But what I want to know is who was the sadistic sod that created Parma violets?
Oh, bloody hell, they're horrible.
Yeah.
That's just germaline in solid.
Yeah.
And why did they insist on putting them in the sweetie trays for kids to buy?
Yeah.
Unsuspecting, innocent children.
Yeah.
Especially when you associate them, you get them confused with love hearts because they're the same kind of shape, and you're like, you go, oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's a Parma violet. Oh, no.
It's like, yeah, but it just tastes like washing powder. Don't buy me it.
We used to give them to our sisters because they used to love Parma violets. It's like, yeah.
I knew someone that loved Parma violets. I'm like, why? You're just not normal.
Yeah, my missus, she loves them Parma violets.
Like, why? They're not normal.
Yeah. I think it must be a girl thing.
It tastes like washing up powder.
Yeah.
Or washing powder or just Ming. Flowers.
Oh dear.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's universal or throughout the UK, but when I was a kid, you used to have things called sweetie trays. That you had sweeties that were pennies. So you had a penny sweetie tray.
Yeah.
You had a 2p sweetie tray, and you'd have 5p penny sweetie tray.
Yeah.
And
On the counter in the local corner shop.
Yeah. And basically it was, the same 6 different sweets spread out all over this tray. And if you had 5p, you could have 5 penny trees. Unless, of course, it was blackjacks, mojos, or fruit salads.
Oh, blackjacks. Fruit
Four,
salad.
4 for a penny.
Do you know what you don't get anymore?
What?
Sweet shops.
Yes.
When I was a kid, there was like a post office, and then there was like a woman that did hair, and there was a woman that sold dresses in a hardware shop, and then there was like a sweet shop on the local like corner shop row of local shops. You don't get sweet shops anymore.
Don't see them, mate. We used to have a Ma Humbugs here that did all of that, but she went, and that was it.
Shop that just sells sweets.
Yeah, it was proper jars with rhubarbs, custards, all of that gubbins in. But
They used to have the big like 5 litre pots of like sherbets of different flavours.
There was one that used to be in Worthing, Victorian Sweets. It was cool.
Oh, proper ye oldie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you still get them every now and then. You'll find like in a town centre, you'll find like a place that sells sweets and cakes and stuff.
We've got one of those.
But I mean like a Ma and Pa.
Yeah, I think there's an online one that you can get vintage sweets from, but it's not the same, is it? It's
but like not like a row of shops, sweet shop kind of thing.
yeah, it's not the same as going in and seeing the big jar on the counter and all the shelves full up with them. It's like, could I have a quarter of this and a quarter of that?
Yeah, you used to get like paper bags full of sherbet.
Oh yeah.
And there was all the sherbets, and then there was the very exotic cream soda.
Oh
which
yeah.
is like a special sherbet for specials.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was very young, I used to buy like a load of sherbet and I'd put it in this big plastic bowl. And then I'd get me little action figures and it'd be a desert, but I could eat it at the same time. And I'd play with my little action figures in it, like it was sand. But also I'd eat it because I was an idiot. I was like, what? You mean it's basically a sandpit I can eat? I'm having that.
Afraid not to, mate.
Yeah.
The other one was the Tom Thumb drops, which were tiny little.
Yeah.
You used to get a lot of them for your £quarter of.
Well,
Do you ever remember?
In my used to be little boxes of imps.
I was going to say imps. They were some of the sweets that nobody actually liked, but we kept buying, like Fisherman's Friends and imps. Nobody actually liked imps. They were like aniseed licorice thing, little tiny little speck thing, weren't they? But nobody actually liked imps.
About 5 mil square, weren't they?
Yeah, but they like kick you like a mule. It was like basically a block of
Lynn
pepper.
saying sweet shops, candy stores, Lynn.
Yeah, shops that just sold candy, sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're on about. We're on about candy stores, love.
They're long gone. They died out in the 80s, those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, we got.
They were all great big glass jars, weren't they? Because like your newspaper shop, like they had all the blinking sweets all the way round and everything.
We'd all have like a local post office, which would just be a post office counter.
Yeah.
To the side, but then the rest of the shop would just be like the front counter where they sold newspapers and sweets and magazines, and they've gone.
And then with Woolies, you had your pick and mix, didn't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Lynn says I can find them in the US malls and tourist towns. Yeah. Yeah.
We have a sweet shop in Haworth and Keighley in West Yorkshire, says Ninja.
Oh, nice. Yeah, our local newsagents has got the odd jar with stuff in it, but that's about it.
Then again,
Not a massive selection.
Keighley in West Yorkshire, that's still about 1978 anyway, so...
Yeah, the further north you go, the further back in time you go.
Yes, go any further than that, you're getting back into like Billy Bunter era. So.
I was going to say, get up to your neck of the woods, Fox, and you're in about, what, 1938 still?
56.
You're in 56 now, are you?
Yeah, 56 maybe. Yeah. If it was 38, I'd be worried because this house was built in 39. So.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, the wiring would be brand new. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same year our bungalow was built. 39.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it was 39 because when when I redecorated this room and I pulled all the newspaper out of the skirting board that was between the wall and the skirting board, it was dated 1939.
Yeah.
They basically filled the gap between the wall and the skirting board with just like...
Oh, yeah, stop the spiders coming in.
Yeah. Rather than just actually, put the skirting board against the wall and not leave a 3-inch gap. It's like, we could jam it with wallpaper or paper. Why don't you just make it not have a gap? Well, the floorboards don't reach. Okay.
Yeah. What can we fill the gap with? Yeah.
And hope they
So
won't
where
notice.
is Panzer in the scheme of things is even further north, says Ninja. Well, Panzer's... You're basically
1812?
Yeah, 16th century.
18.
We've evolved. We have pre-packed bags of sweeties.
I've evolved. Where you are, mate, George the Fourth is still on the fucking throne.
Yeah, and we're almost an independent country as well, Colin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
forget where Panzer is. Hadrian's Wall isn't archaeology.
yeah,
It's modern cutting-edge architecture.
yeah, well, yeah.
On
Where
that
he is,
side.
that's stone cladding, mate. That is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
Where he is, everyone's a crofter.
Yeah,
Fast food is when it runs across the field to escape from you.
yeah.
Lynn Dipple says to you, Panzer, I see that glue bottle circle, Panzer.
Yeah.
Lol.
I forgot to put a bit of blue tack on it.
Also that little ball patch at the end of your piece of track.
Yeah.
Have you not got a glue bottle holder?
I have several types of bottles, but no. But
Have
no
you
glue
not seen
holders.
all of us spill our glue enough to know you should have a holder of some
Yeah,
sort?
well, you see, traditionally, I have put a piece of blue tack
Yeah,
on the bottom
you can't
of
trust
my
glue tack.
of my bottles of glue.
I did once offer to print him one out, and he said, "I have this," and it was a blob of blue tack, and it's like, okay,
Yes.
did offer.
You see?
As evidence, I shall point out that big blank part of cutting mat right at the end of that piece of track.
Absolutely, and
I-
you know,
Are you ready for this? This blank area here is actually caused by IPA alcohol, and it takes the lines off the damn desk.
Now, you see, I found that IPA doesn't take my lines off, but airbrush cleaner does, which is weird because it's got IPA in it. Because I found that, so I started using IPA on my cutting mat, and it stopped taking all the lines off. It's weird.
Wait a second. Where's it? Oh, there it is. No, wait. There it is there.
Careful, don't put your finger in small warm holes. Down
Jeff
there.
Light says, "Who can remember sherbet fountains?" I just held one up, Jeff.
Yeah, pay attention, 007.
Yeah.
Cole, are you still wanting to finish at 2, buddy?
Yes, I shall do, mate.
8 minuten.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. But yeah, I shall wrap up at 2 if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, that's the problem. Right. Observe. Wait a second. I'll just move the camera
Oh,
slightly.
go for it.
There
Go
we
for it.
go.
I'm observing.
Good God, there's a cutting mat under there.
God, you go careful.
I don't know why your IPA is different to mine then, because that's just mine doesn't do that.
See?
Could be the printing on that particular brand of cutting
Yep.
mat.
Could be.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Because them Jackson's mats, I must admit, were pretty good with the white lines printing on. That's why I bought.
Yeah, I mean mine have worn away, but that's where I've been serious. I know. I'll tell you what does take off the Jackson mats. IPA doesn't seem to move it. It will eventually if you really go at it with IPA, but enamel thinners or oil paint thinners,
Yeah, airbrush cleaner. Yeah.
we'll take them off because I spilt some oil paint and got some enamel paint cleaners to wipe them off, and it's like clean.
Another one I found that takes the lines off quite easily is the baby sensitive baby wipes.
Yeah, I found that.
When they're brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute, it's lifting the lines off my bloody cutting mat.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be on on a baby's arse? Yeah.
Yeah,
tell
but
you-
when you think what it has to remove from a baby's,
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was gutted that Johnson's no longer make baby wipes because they were great for airbrushes. But
Yeah.
I had to find something else, and I got some Pampers baby wipes.
Yeah.
What rubbish! What absolute garbage!
Yeah,
You open the little flap and you pull one out and like 32 come out all at once.
Yeah, about as much use as handbrake on a canoe, isn't they?
Yeah, and it's not resealable, and like you literally can't pull less than 5 out. It's like, well, I've just emptied the pack in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that Johnson's have stopped making them. So
Well, there you go, mate.
yeah. Jeff Light says, "Oops, senior moment. Plus, I was getting a cuppa."
That's all right, mate. That's all right. I don't mind it.
We don't
Yeah.
mind. We just know you're old.
You know, I went to a lot of effort to reach over and get that, and you missed it. I'm devastated.
It was a lot of effort.
I'm struggling to see through the tears at the moment, but I'll get there.
He is. I
Every-
can vouch that he's struggling to see through the tears, Jeff.
Yeah, every effort was made.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. This is us. Yeah. He knows us all well enough to know that ain't true.
Every expense was spared.
Yeah.
Jeff is in. Candyman from Hungary says hello to our presenters and hello to everyone in chat.
Hello, Jeff. How you diddling, mate?
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice to see Jeff in.
So, to those who watched, how was my Persona 4 stream today? Is it worth me doing more? Was it enjoyable?
Well,
Was
I
it a waste of
enjoyed
time?
it. But at the end of it, I was that tired. I needed to go and have a rest and have a bit of a sleep.
It's the story can get quite exhausting sometimes. We've not even started with the combat yet. The fighting is like what?
Oh, so when you have combat, do you get tired and have to go and have a sleep?
Oh no, that's just total dungeon stuff. It's just a break from the story. The fight, I was like, oh great, there's a fight. I can just take a rest for a bit and turn my brain off. And then it's like, oh no, I can't because I've got to think about what I'm doing. Oh.
Well, the question would be to you then, did you
Yeah.
enjoy doing the stream?
Well, yeah, because it's one of the best games ever made. So
Because, you know, it's been a little while, so, you know.
yeah, no, I enjoyed doing it. I'm more than happy to share it. I love it very much, that game. So
And the fact that there was a TV journalist found hanging upside down from a TV antenna.
yes, and as the newsreader kept saying, in the foggy town of Inaba.
Moral of the story, folks: don't mess with Emu and the Yakuza.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and you should go to sleep. You're still tired from the long journey. You don't get that bit cold. Basically, I've travelled to my new home for the year on a long journey. And
Yeah.
I've met my uncle and I'm staying in his house. So if you go through the day and then you get to your bedroom and there's like 5 things to look at in the bedroom that you can interact with.
Yeah.
And everything you click on, it says, you are tired from the long journey. You should probably go to bed. I'll have a look at the table. You are tired from the long journey. You should probably go to bed. What's this over here? You are tired from the... I think you
Yeah.
want me to go to bed. don't
Yeah,
you?
what part of you're tired, don't you understand?
Yeah.
But then Fox set himself up for the classic. He said, if
Yeah.
anyone speaks Japanese, does anyone know what the poster says?
Oh,
There
God.
was a picture of 2 penguins and they had like some captions in Japanese, and of course I can't translate it on the app, so I'm like,
So I kindly translated it for him. If you're tired,
and somehow
Oh, bless him.
I decided that Mr. Morioka, the teacher, speaks with like a New York accent. You
Yeah.
kids with your face places in your my books, god damn. You're on my
Jeff.
shit list.
Jeff's saying I'm looking forward to watching it. It seems as if the game gets nothing but excellent reviews online.
Yeah. There are some things in the game that you potentially some people could take issue with, but like some of the subject matter, but you have to remember it's a Japanese game made in Japan for Japanese people by Japanese developers, so it's a whole different culture. There's some things that
Yes.
to our Western ears we go, yeah, it doesn't sound a bit right, but it's not our culture, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where sometimes, like you say, just things can get lost in translation, can't they?
yeah. There's a way they handle a couple of the characters that to us we're going, that's a bit cringy, but it's
Yeah.
for society. But it's a wonderful game. It's difficult at the minute because I've only ever played up to I think the second battle about 3 times. I've never gone past it, so I know this bit off by heart. So it's a bit kind of going through the motions a bit. Once I get past that, I can then enjoy myself and invite the audience in with me. And
Yeah.
right now, I know what everybody's going to say and what all the things are going to happen. It's a bit of smoke and mirrors going on. Didn't see it, Fox. I was at work, says Lynn. No worries. I'm having to stick to morning streams now because for a while.
Yeah. It's just works with what's going on, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
At end of day.
But
Right. Are we going to
done?
get ready to wrap up then, are we, mate?
I think we're done. Hey.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's the first one in the bin. So yeah, massive thanks for you all coming in. So I'll go round and let you all say your good nights and all that lot. So I'll bung Kevin on. There you go, mate.
Good evening, all. Thanks for all coming in and keeping us all company. And hope you've enjoyed yourselves, because I know we have.
Yeah, been a pleasure having you back on, Kev. You know, and like I say, it helps you get used to doing a bit of streaming. So yeah, you're always welcome, mate.
It's also good that yourself and Fox are starting to get back on the scene as well. So
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's been a while.
better.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Right, I'll bung James on. There you go,
James.
mate.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
yeah, that's coming along, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, I've got all the running gear on.
Oh, look at that.
I was looking at that thinking, why have you got like an electric train set train? But it's not. It's a kit, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah,
It looks like
done a good job
proper
on
hobby
that.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be pretty chuffed by that, James.
Oh
I thought
no!
that joke had run out of steam ages ago.
Oh no!
Looks like it's still on the boiler.
Next up, we got PJ.
Thanks for being here, everybody. It's,
That's all right, mate. Thanks for coming in, Paul. You must be knackered, mate, because you've done 2 streams tonight, mate. So many thanks for.
It's good to have you back. And,
Oh, thank you.
and Fox when he gets
Hey,
back
hold on a minute. It's good to have emphasis on the word. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. It's good to have you back at least.
Yeah.
No, Colin's
No worries.
I appreciate that, and it's nice to be getting back into things again.
Absolutely, mate. So yeah, big thanks for coming in, mate. Next up, we got Panzer.
Yep. Thanks for watching, folks.
It's all right, mate. Nice to have
Thank
you
you,
on,
Pat.
mate,
Yeah,
because,
it's nice
like I
to
say, normally you're working, so yeah, it's nice for you to get a go and come and join the gang, bless you, because you have been Billy No Mates for a couple of them, ain't you, mate? So,
Yeah. You have been on when I've been having my din-dins.
absolutely, mate.
So it's nice.
So-
It's nice to come in and actually be part of it for a change.
Yeah. And then last up, we've got Mr. Quiet.
Hello. I've not said much tonight, have I? I've been
You've
mostly
not,
mute.
mate, have you? You've been really quiet, mate.
It's nice. It's nice to get back into it very slowly, for both of us. And
Yeah.
it's nice to hang out with you guys again. To those who have been watching, maybe your patrons and members, if you want to join in these next time, do give it a go. The links are all in the description below the video.
Yeah.
This is open to all Festa's members and patrons, and I'll probably do a few of these on my channel. Like it's open to my
Yeah.
patrons and members. I don't know if can my patrons and members come in this, or is it just for you? I don't know.
Yeah, no, they can come in here. At the end of the day, if anyone's a member of the Zoom, they can come in here.
There you go. So there you go.
You know, it's a perk for the Zoom membership at the end of the day, no matter who they patron, mate. They're all our people.
Excellent. So if you all pay me, but you can come into Festa streams, that's great.
Yeah, but it's because I'm doing streams at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Fox, if you're really lucky, your patrons can come in and take the Michael out of James.
Absolutely.
Well, that's kind of just a
Absolutely.
natural human instinct, I think.
It is, yes.
Exactly.
It is the
So-
order of things.
On that note, go on.
I was going to say it's JC's fault anyway.
Oh yeah, that's the default answer, mate.
Exactly.
Never my fault. Never my fault. we already assumed that it was your fault for tonight anyway, because you're just a part time to the Frolic.
Absolutely. Oh, I see what you did there, James. That was actually pretty plausible, mate. I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, only the one though. So, yeah. So we'll see you for the next one, folks. I should be on Sunday for the Sunday at the Bench with Dangerous Dave. I've not heard from him. So, if he's about, he'll come in. So,
Yeah, I'm not doing a Warhammer Sunday this week. I might not be doing a Warhammer Sunday for a while. I might try and move them to the Saturdays, but I don't know yet. Me and Festa have got to sort it out. But Warhammer
this
Sunday's
is
off
it.
the
You want to
books for
make
a
sure
while.
we're not catching over anyone and streaming over people and all of that lot. So,
Well, it's just afternoons aren't good for me now anymore for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll figure something out.
no.
I was just thinking, Fox, you could maybe call it Warhammer Weekend. That way covers both days.
I've actually had a conversation with Chris over at Gross Models, who's allowed me to use the Warhamster thing that I designed for him anyway, because he's not using it. He says I'm happy. I can welcome to use the Warhamster logo and stuff, so I might use that for a little while.
Wrestling theme on it, WHW.
WHW, just with less men in pants.
Yeah.
Or more men.
If you
in
want to
pants
run
depends.
round dressed as a wrestler, Fox, with a cape and a mask, I'm not
Again.
going to judge you.
Again,
Yeah, I'm not going to judge you.
that's so 2010. Come on, I've been there, done that. That's the old me. After the operation, I'm different.
Absolutely. And on that note, folks, got to love and leave you, and we'll catch you for the next one. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
Oh.
Bye. Adios, amigos. Oh, excuse me.